Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Mark Love. Today I'm going to be showing you a 2023 Superstar. This is the 4065, which is the bunk model. And we've got a winter storm coming in here. It's pretty chilly in Colorado, so we're gonna do a pretty quick outside walk around and get inside to where we've got it heated up. Let's start right over here with the engine. A couple of things I want to show you. So over on this driver's side, one of the beauties of the Super C and with this front engine, if you like to do your own maintenance, it's easy to get at. You can see how you can access the engine just by lifting this up. Oil dipstick, you've got your power steering fluid, water separator right here. One thing I wanted to point out, get a shot of this right here. Their bell crank assembly, as you can see, is going down to the steering for the front tires, your steering wheel coming up. The beauty about this, if you go down and you hit a big bump in the road, this bell crank's going to absorb most of that shock, so it's not going to transfer it up to the steering wheel. It makes for a much better driving situation with this. And you know, this is a Freightliner M2 chassis made for the trucking industry, and this is the 8.9 liter. It's a 360 horse diesel engine from Cummins. And it has 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. This chassis has a gross weight of 41,200 pounds, and you can pull 20,000 pounds with this. Let's move around to the other side of the engine and take a quick look. So on the other side, you had your water separator, your dipsticks, washer fluid. You've got your air dryers right here, easy to access. The fuel filters right here is your air filter, little gauge here to tell you how dirty this is getting. You have your coolant fill right here, and you can see somebody my size can actually step right inside this engine compartment to get at it. So again, if you're the kind of person that does a lot of your own maintenance, these Super Cs are great units. Let's go ahead and shut this down. I like the fact that, you know, it's not going to slam down on your head. It's got some struts there to help dampen it. Okay, let's move around and check out the storage compartments. First of all, you have two locking compartments, one here, one on the driver's side. This is where you can put your fuel in from either side, 100-gallon fuel tank. However, your DEF fluid needs to be put in from the driver's side, and you have a 6-gallon DEF tank on this one. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of these compartments. You can see you get good storage with this. You know, these have air ride seats, which is kind of unique. And there's a button in here. I was kind of curious what it was, but right here there's a button that says auxiliary air. Basically, when your engine is shut off, if you want to adjust your air ride seat and turn them around, you can air it up right here. It's just kind of an auxiliary switch that convenient for you when you're not wanting to start your engine. You can see the compartments are all lined. Very large. In fact, there is some pass-through on these we'll see in the back, which is kind of unique for a Super C. You might be able to hear we have the generator running to keep that heat going inside. You can see up on this compartment there is a little bit of pass-through on the top. And this here is an air hose. You've got an air compressor, a place to hook into it. So if you're filling your tires or you've got toys, water toys or something, you want to put air in, makes it real easy for you. Another thing I like, these LED lights come on when you open that compartment door, so you're not searching for a switch. And then over on this side, we've got our outside TV and entertainment center. And that does pull out and articulate. Newmar changed its seal on the doors around here. It's a little heavier seal, so it makes it a little bit easier to close these. You don't have to slam them so hard. This compartment's got a nice pull-out tray, and again, this has got some of the full pass-through storage that normally you're not going to see on an M2 chassis like this. We also have our vacuum here. You've got it inside. You can bring your hoses outside, hook it up, and clean out your compartments here. Makes it kind of convenient. In this last compartment, again, you can see there's a little bit of a pass-through there. And this hitch here, now the hitch is rated for 20,000 pounds, excuse me. And you do have your step down to a standard 2-inch receiver. So this one is made to go in the 3-inch that we've got. You've got a 2 5/16 ball on one side, 2-inch ball on the other side, and those are the most common. That's what you're going to be using most of the time. But if you want to reduce it down for your blue ox for towing a car or something, you've got your 2-inch insert there also. And then this is where we open the back hatch. Again, as we take a look here, you've got access to your storage here. So lawn chairs or other items can fit up here real easily. You got a couple of nice shelves, you know, for oil, for tools, whatever. Some people might want to keep their liquor up there when you're tailgating. This is the hitch I was talking about. So you're rated at 20,000 pounds here. As you can see, we've got our plug for a camera if you're pulling a stacker trailer. We've got our 7-way plug, and it also gives you the 4-way plug here. So no matter what kind of trailer you're going to be pulling, you're set up and ready to go with that. Okay, moving around over here. Again, this is part of the pass-through compartment, and this mechanism right here is actually our heavy-duty slide-out. You've got a cog in there that's 12 inches around. Newmar makes one of the best slides in the industry. On some of their bigger diesels, they use a HWH, heavy-duty ones with tile in the slide-out. Other than that, it's Newmar's proprietary slide. May not be the fastest in the market, but it's one of the most dependable. Over here, you can see this is the back side of that pass-through compartment. You do get some extra floor tiles. That mat there is for the cab area. Over here, we've just got a little cubby hole there. Put your sewer hose or gloves and oil. Now we do have the generator running. I'm sure you can hear it here, and like I say, it's pretty cold out, so I wanted to keep that inside warm. Here in the water compartment, we have our autofill, sewage rinse. You've got electric dump valves. Right here's the switches for it. Power water hose rewind. This is for your winterization kit, and as you can see, we've got antifreeze in here already. Whole house filter, low point drains, outside shower, everything just so easy to reach, very convenient, and a well thought out water compartment there. This is our 8K diesel generator. This is actually a fairly quiet one. You don't hear it too much inside. That is enough to run both air conditioners and your microwave at the same time. Then over here we have our batteries. Now there's 6 of them right here. You have 8 total, and these are 6-volt, like the golf cart style batteries. The all-electric package comes with 8 6-volt batteries. And then here we have our hydraulic pump for your levelers. You also have the Oasis Chinook. The beauty about this, it's our hydronic heater, and this provides your furnace, your hot water, and it runs off the diesel fuel tank. So you've got 100 gallons of fuel, you're probably not going to run out. The Chinook burns cleaner, and a little bit quieter than other hydronic heating elements. And it has 2 electric elements along with the single diesel. So on cold days like today, if your coach is warm, you can probably keep it warm on the electric elements alone and not need to run that diesel. We do have the diesel burner on for our Oasis right now. It heats up much faster that way. And then in this front compartment, we've got our 50 amp power rewind cord. That is a 50-foot cord, so it's nice. You can reach the outlet. You also see we've got our inverter over here, our surge guard and transfer switch. You've also got an input down there for cable if you're using a portable satellite dish. And then again, your fuel fill and your def go in right here. Another thing while we're here, I'll show you. One of the things about these M2s I like, I'm not a really big guy, but it makes it easy for me to get in. I've got a solid handle here, great steps, and you know, just makes it real convenient. While we're here, I'll show you a couple of controls on the seat. So you can lock this down so it doesn't bounce, but we've got an air ride seat. So when the compressor's on, you can see I can air it up and air it down right here. Our tilt is right there, and heated seats. And on a day like today, even bringing it over from our chassis shop to here, I use the heated seats. Okay, let's step inside and get out of the cold here. Let me grab. Hydraulic 3-step entrance here, which is really nice because, you know, sometimes you level them, those steps are up off the ground. The first step can be up there quite a ways. So great entrance here. I was talking to a customer earlier today, and they made the comment that the Class A's, they didn't like the fact that you have to go in front of the passenger seat. They preferred to have this mid-entry here. But most of your Super C's with the mid-entry, you've got an open step well here. They might have a wood cover that they can put on, but right here, let me find it. There we go. We've got a step cover. So when you're driving, or maybe just at night, you want to close this. If you've got a dog or some young kids running around, they're not falling down into that hole there. Very fast and easy. And also, while we're right here, these are the majority of our controls and monitors here. Got our wind guard satellite. This is our inverter and charger. Now, if I didn't have the generator running, I probably would turn the inverter on. That'll provide the 110 power to run, you know, microwave, my Oasis, things like that. You can't run your air conditioners off this, but here's where I'd give the 110 power. Other battery monitors and stuff here. This is our Oasis system. You can see that I've just got the diesel burner on, but I probably could turn this off now. It's pretty warm. But if I wanted to keep, say, my water warm, if I'm going to shower, or keep some heat going here, I can turn on AC 1, and that's not air conditioner, that's your AC power. So I've got one element on. Today I'm going to turn on 2 elements. That's going to be enough, now that it's warm, to keep this coach nice and toasty without having to burn my diesel. Here's our slide out controls, security lights for the outside, our HWH auto levelers. We do have the Girard awning package here. I didn't open them up today because it's a little bit windy and they would have certainly closed. But you've got full length, 2 separate awnings that run the full length of the coach. Then block heater, step cover, compartment door locks, entry lock, battery disconnect, all right here, very easy to reach. We just kind of might as well move around here counterclockwise as we're going. In front of the door, we've got our dinette table with some nice storage here. The TV is on a televator. That will drop down for you. And the The dinette booth actually has 2 leaves, so it'll pull out quite a ways, and you've got a couple of folding chairs under the bed I'll show you in a bit, so you have enough room to comfortably get 6 people in here. And then on this seat you do have a little storage compartment here. The other side there's a component under it and doesn't open up. Throughout the coach you're going to find several of these light switch panels. They use a silverleaf system here, but ceiling lights, your seating lights, you can dim them if you want. There's a main 10-inch monitor panel in the middle that I'll show you. As we keep moving up forward, come up to the cab area. First of all, let's take a look at all the little storage compartments they give you here. You've got 3 across the front. Now behind here there is a setup for a toll module, so if you're on any of the highways that are toll roads, as long as you've got your credit card in there, the information, it automatically, you can go through the toll roads without having to stop and without getting billed. This coach doesn't have it. That is an option, but it's something that can be added. And then again over here, a couple more compartments. And if you look in this one of the things I like to point out, Newmar gives you a lot of support. Not only Newmar, but Freightliner also. So if you're having a chassis issue, there's a number you can call. You can call Newmar and talk to one of their brand specialists directly. On top of that, at Transwest, we have a technical advisor. His name's Bill. Bill is probably one of the most knowledgeable people I know in the RV industry. And it's so convenient to have his cell phone number when you're out camping that you can call and say, hey, am I doing something wrong, or do I have a problem that needs to become brought in and have diagnosed? So we've got plenty of support for you after the sale. Okay, let's take a look at the cab area a little bit, and extremely comfortable. And you can see this will settle down a little bit. I can dump it manually, and even though the engine's off, we still have some air in the tank, so you can see I can air that up. Now most coaches in the Super C market, they have shock and leaf spring up front. They bolt down the front, and you have airbags in the back. Newmar has airbags all the way around. They're the only company that does that. So on top of having a more comfortable ride, you've got these air ride seats, so it really is pleasant to drive. Okay, up here on our dash, let's get into our camera. Now, there is an option for the 360, you can see. We don't have it on this one, but the most convenient thing I like is right here in my rear view monitor. If I just want to look out the horizon or see way back behind me, I can put it up high. This is normally how you'd ride going down the road. But if I'm hooking up a trailer and I want to look right down on my hitch, I can do it right here and line that up perfectly straight. Also, if you want to monitor, what's on the left, on the right side, go through that. Very easy. You can see it does have a XM radio. You've got navigation on this. There is an app now. You can Bluetooth your phone in here to answer it at the cab, but there's also a Connect app with Newmar that you can turn on your lights, do a lot of your functions from your phone, and that's kind of a nice new feature. So over here, pretty basic light test. This is will lock in your rear axle if you were to have a separate one. Your camera, now you can, on your stacker trailer, hook up another camera or one on the rear, and you can toggle back and forth. This shade up and shade down, I'll show you. If you just look up, we've got a nice skylight overhead. So this is kind of nice at night to give you a little bit of privacy. There we go. You do have some USB ports. This is your regen. If you want to force the particular chamber to regen. House battery, chassis battery. This is your battery boost if one of them should happen to go dead, you can start your engine with the house batteries and vice versa. You could use your chassis batteries to get the generator started if you needed to. Generator switch right here. You do have docking lights outside, and these are your ceiling lights for the cab. Going through here, just window switches. This is to lock the outside compartment. You do have a 6-speed Allison transmission here. And then over here we've got our cruise control and everything. But this is actually a very comfortable cockpit. I've driven some of the other Super Cs where you do feel like you're more of a truck driver than an RVer. So you can appreciate the comfort that Newmar builds in. And again, I've brought this up over and over. Newmar's slogan is when you know the difference. They do things differently, and it's more than a slogan. Right here, I wanted to point this out. I was talking a minute ago about the 4-airbag suspension. Most Super Cs, you're locked down in the front, air ride in the back. Newmar keeps them separate. They're independent. So this baffle system here allows the cab and the house to move independently. If you're standing right here with one foot in the cab, one in the back, as you're going down the road, you can feel them move. So this baffle system just kind of keeps it airtight and from the weather getting in, but it's really a unique situation that, again, vastly improves the drive of a Superstar compared to most of your other manufacturers. Okay, here we've got a jackknife couch. This is not a pull-out sleeper here. We do have bunk beds in the back for extra sleeping. You do get a couple of ottomans with it. Nice thing about this is it can be turned over and used as a table if you're sitting here eating or something like that. We have some nice deep storage compartments there. And this right here is the cover. It's the inside of the front window at night when you want to black everything out. Great looking hardware. I like the hidden hinges. Gives it a really clean look. And another thing I pointed out, Newmar, with their cabinets, they don't just put in a flat bank of cabinets. They give it a little contour, they offset them, and just breaks up that wall. As we're moving back down toward the kitchen, let's take a look at this storage first. There's some of your manuals. Those are on your chassis, I believe. Down here, we do have a nice extension. Little storage under here. Place for your trash can. Ooh. Little compartment here for scrubbies or dish soap or anything you need it for. We do have a nice stainless steel undermount sink. Residential style fixtures here. Beautiful high polish countertop and backsplashes. This, boy, I'll get you the color on this in a minute. I forgot the name of it, but they do have a new color this year. And this floor plan is one they carried over. There's only one new floor plan for the Superstars, and that's a 37-foot model for this year. Over here we've got our induction cook surface. I like the fact that they give you a cutting board there, but most people don't use them, don't want to scratch them up. True induction cook surface here. This can be taken out, plugs into a regular 110 outlet, so I can take it outside under my awning and use it out there if you want to. And then, of course, we get the convection microwave. Like just about everything these days, very seldom do you see an oven in one of these units. Down here below, we've got another full pull-out drawer, and this is a really deep drawer for silverware and utensils and other things. And you know, you can see you get your touch-up paint, brackets for your filter, several remote controls here, and then instead of having the oven, they do give you the dishwasher. Now, if you didn't opt the dishwasher, this is an option. You would have extra storage down there. And then here we've got 4 nice full pull-out drawers. And these are all soft close. So plenty of storage in the kitchen area. Across from the kitchen, you've got your residential refrigerator. It's a 19-footer. And these, if you're dry camping, you can run this on your batteries with the inverter. They don't take a lot of power. They become so efficient. And with the residential refrigerators, you get so much more room than you do your typical RV gas electric refrigerator. And you do have a nice big storage compartment up here. Okay, across from the refrigerator, we've got a pantry area. Now, this side has 4 nice full pull-out drawers. So plenty of room for your dry goods, for your soup, for, you know, a lot of your dry food. And on the other side, you get a little more pantry area. You get 3 of these pull-out drawers. But I like the fact that they set this up so it could be an extra wardrobe area here also, if you wanted to hang your coats or something. And then a few more shelves in the back. Okay, as we move back, let's talk about the bunks first. So we do have 2 bunks here. These are 30 by 72. And I'll go ahead and lay down in this back one just to give you an idea of how much room you have. I am 5'8", and as you can see, I would have no problem sleeping here. I've got a few inches both at my head and at my feet. They do have their own reading lights, and TV monitors are an option here. Again, we don't have them in this one. And you can let your kids fight over who gets the top bunk. Across from the bunk room is our bathroom. I'm just going to open up these cabinets and let you get in and take a look at them. So there's quite a bit of storage there when you get in and take a look. Down there under the sink, you can see we've got our vacuum. You know, the one on my left now is for your hose. The one on the right, you can sweep dirt up into that, kick open that little entry door there, and it'll suck it right in. Now, when you get a 40-foot model with the bunk beds, you know, you got to sacrifice a little bit of room someplace. A lot of these will have a bath and a half set up with a larger bathroom in the back, but this one's only got the one. But I think this shower is certainly adequate for most people. First of all, you get the nice teak seat in here. And again, I'll step in here and show you how much headroom I've got. You know, with the skylight, if you're over 6 foot, you've got plenty of room. And then I'll just talk briefly about the AquaView, the water miser they call it. So basically this is a system. While I'm waiting for this water to heat up, I don't want it going down through my drain and filling up my gray tank, and I don't want to waste the water while I'm not using it. So the AquaView system recirculates the water into your freshwater tank while it's heating up. Once the light comes on, you turn this switch, water starts coming out your nozzle, and at that point you're filling your gray tank. But the nice thing about this is you're not filling that tank, you know, unnecessarily, and it conserves this fresh water. And then you can see how the shower head is, a nice rainfall shower head, nice handheld here. Like I say, maybe not as big as some of the others, but certainly adequate. We do have a fantastic fan in the bathroom. Got one up in the kitchen also. Moving back to the bedroom here. First of all, let me show you. This is really a solid, heavy door. You've got one up by the bunk area also. King bed here, and if you notice, on each side of the bed there's a pedestal. You got a 110 outlet, a couple of USB ports. So if you have a sleep apnea machine or something like that, you certainly have enough room to put it up there. You also get a plug up here, and there's a couple of places you can drop your line down if you wanted to put your sleep machine up here. And then another thing I like, excuse me, when you're laying down here, I can turn on and off my reading lights, my accent lights and so forth, all right here. And I've actually got a switch that says all off. So if I get into bed and I've forgotten to turn off a light somewhere, I can hit the all off switch from right here and it'll shut down my lights. Okay, I think I wanted to bring up this 10-inch monitor. This is new this year, a 10.1-inch monitor. And like I said, there is a Connect app where you can do a lot of these features on your phone. Obviously, from the home screen, it gives you both house and chassis batteries. You can turn on your water pump, your tank heaters, things like that. You do have individual light controls here, but you can, and also your TV up and down. But if you go to light, you can do it by room. You can do it all at once if you want. Auto gen start right here. So you can set your parameters. It tells you our generator is running right now. You can set it to come on when your house battery gets low. Maybe you want to set it according to your HVAC. So when you leave your dogs in here when you're going for a hike and it gets up to 75, the generator will come on and turn on your air conditioners for you. Right here is the setup, and you can see I've got it on. It was like 61 degrees when I came in here less than an hour ago. So that AquaHot did a great job heating it up. And of course, here is where you do the connected solutions where you can pair your phone in there. So this is a nice new feature right here in the center of the coach. Okay, as we come back in here again, I will show you underneath. We've got a couple of folding chairs, a couple of table leaves there. In your closet here, we do have a built-in safe, plenty of wardrobe storage. Over here is even access to your hot and cold water for your washer dryer. And of course, that washer dryer is right here. I was kind of happy to see that they've put drawers everywhere they can. You got a nice one there. You actually have 5 pull-out drawers underneath here. And there's a couple of pretty good size storage compartments right there above your closet. While you're looking up here, maybe get a shot of the ceiling. Now, Newmar puts a decorative cover over most of their air conditioning vents. A lot of coaches, you'll see the round puck-style vents, you know, running down both sides of the coach, one for intake, one where the air comes out. Newmar kind of conceals those and gives it a nice upscale look in the ceiling. And then across from the bed, of course, we've got our TV, a little more storage up here. Now, this compartment generally is for video components. This does have a satellite on it if you wanted to get a dish or direct TV. Here's where your box would go. They used to come with DVD players, and they don't so much anymore because people are using streaming services a lot more. But this is the compartment for your video components. Then plenty of room up here. And there's also 6 very tall pull-out drawers right here. And of course, these are all soft close. You get your, what is this, a 41-inch TV across from the bed. What am I forgetting here? Send me a quick message if there's anything you wanted me to point out. But once again, this is a 2023 Newmar Superstar 4065 bunkhouse model. Let me get my contact info for you. Again, my name's Mark Love. And if you want to contact me, the best way is probably my cell phone. You can text or call 970-631-0083. It's my desk phone. Feel free to email me also, mlove@transwest.com. So we're coming into wintertime now, but we have plenty of inventory. If you have questions on this one or any of our other pieces, please reach out to us. Like always, folks, drive careful when you're out there. Happy trails, and we'll see you next time.